My name's Kevin Steed. Subscribe to Heel Steven on YouTube.com, or I'll come to your house and ruin your life.
Hey guys, what is up? It is I, your boy Heel, back at it again with a new video. Thank you all for tuning into the channel, watching this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give this video a big ol' thumbs up, and share this video throughout your entire social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, just to name a few. As the title below said, this will be my WWE SmackDown Live review for August 29, 2017. But before I get into that, I wanted from you guys down below in the comment thread your thoughts on this week's episode of SmackDown Live. Did you enjoy it or not? And all that fun stuff down below in the comment thread. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I do tweet throughout most of these shows: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, and pay-per-views. Just a reminder for you guys, I did upload early in the day episode 1 of the Mae Young Classic. It's up on the channel, go give it a watch, where Abby Lee pulled a big upset over Jazzy Gabbard. In other words, Kimberly beat Alpha Female in the main event of episode number 1. Also, I did my Raw review from last night, where John Cena literally roasted Roman Reigns in that promo. So go back, watch those videos after you watch this review. Overall, I thought SmackDown Live tonight was just a meh show. The show kicked off with the Singh Bros. They come out to introduce Jinder Mahal, and they're all getting in the ring. And Jinder Mahal is talking about tonight's main event, where it will be a tag team match, player. It will be Jinder Mahal and Rusev teaming up to go up against Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. And he talks about the importance of tonight's main event and what happened last week with Nakamura, and how Nakamura literally hit the Kinshasa on Jinder Mahal, and how he feels disrespected by everyone still. No matter if he goes into an airport, at a hotel, he feels disrespected, and it reminds everyone that he is a WWE champion. Literally, after every sentence, he hits you with the "I'm the WWE champion, I'm the WWE champion, I'm the WWE champion." Okay, we fucking get it. You're the WWE champion. Thanks to fucking India. And then he talked about someone needing to pay for what happened last week. And then the Singh Bros literally interrupt Jinder Mahal by begging for forgiveness for last week, and they plead and they offer to kiss the feet of Jinder Mahal, and they're literally on their knees about to fucking do this shit until Nakamura comes out, interrupts, gets in the ring, had to stare off with Jinder Mahal. They go at it. The Singh Bros get back into the ring, put the odds on Nakamura. Out comes Randy Orton to make the save, and then Rusev comes out and lays out Randy Orton. Then you have Jinder Mahal just standing there as Nakamura just lying there in the middle of the ring after he got hit with the Colossus. Again, just a way to get you guys excited for the main event, a tag team match. Also, throughout the show, they reminded everyone that next week there will be a #1 contender match between Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura, where the winner will face Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. You know, Nakamura had a match with Cena on SmackDown Live a couple weeks ago, so why not have a match against Randy Orton? And then we had the tag team debut of Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable as they went up against the Ascension. Shelton still has it. It's like he never missed a step. It was awesome. My only critique was the theme song they came out to. You mean to tell me they couldn't come out to Shelton Benjamin's old theme song from like back in 05? Ain't No Stopping Me? I'm just saying. But I don't feel like CFO is responsible for this song, because it's funny because yesterday on Raw, right, Emma came out to this ridiculous talk show theme song, and apparently someone on Twitter early in the day asked CFO about that song, and they responded with they weren't the ones that made that song. So it makes you think that WWE has new people making their music, which is kind of trash right now. Overall, again, just a way to showcase Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable as a new tag team, and let's see how far this goes. But overall, again, Shelton still fucking has it. And then we get Baron Corbin backstage. He being asked about squandering his briefcase, and then he blames John Cena, and he says that people really shouldn't live in the past, and that he will be the one challenging AJ Styles for the US Open Challenge, because apparently tonight we had the return of AJ Styles US Open Challenge, and out came Ty Dillinger. And as Ty Dillinger was coming out to the ring, Baron Corbin comes out confronting Dillinger about it should be him fighting Styles, not Ty Dillinger. And then he lays out Ty Dillinger, and it seemed like we're gonna get Corbin and AJ Styles, and then Dillinger, I guess, finds a way to get back at Baron Corbin, gets into the ring, they ring the bell, and the match literally lasted 1 minute because Styles hit the calf crusher for the win. And then Corbin takes out Ty Dillinger again. He gets back into the ring, about to take out AJ Styles, but AJ hits the phenomenal forearm and lays out, I guess, Baron Corbin. I get the feeling somewhere down the line we will see Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles, which should be a fun match, but I do see Styles retaining the championship here, in my honest opinion. We then get Bobby Roode versus Mike Kanellis. It's great because I saw Mike Kanellis in the ring. I'm like, awesome, it's Mike Kanellis. And then you realize, holy shit, he's facing Bobby Roode. God damn it. The match, for what it was a quick match where both got some good offense in, but at the end of it all, Bobby Roode wins with the Glorious DDT. I'm still questioning the decision to make Bobby Roode the top babyface of SmackDown Live. Weird to me how yesterday he was a heel on NXT, right? It was his NXT, and you would think that with all that, hey, this will be his SmackDown Live. Like, eventually we'll get there. But to make him a babyface now, if from what I've been hearing, they want him to be what John Cena was, like the top babyface of the brand. It kind of think that, hey, you got Shinsuke Nakamura there. You would think that Nakamura will be that person, but no, they want it to be Bobby Roode, which is kind of strange in my opinion. But we'll see where that goes. I do see eventually Bobby Roode becoming a heel. Give me your thoughts down below in the comment thread. What do you see happening with that? And then we get Aiden English in the ring. He tries to sing, but gets cut off by Kevin Owens. And Owens is mad, right? He's mad about what happened last week with Shane McMahon becoming the referee, even though Kevin Owens was able to choose the referee in the match against AJ Styles for the US title. He chose Baron Corbin. And you all know what happened. Corbin literally got kicked out by Shane McMahon, and then Shane put on the referee jersey last week and did the pinfall win for AJ Styles to retain the US title. And, you know, Owens is mad. He's furious about what happened. And he talked about how literally last year, around this date, he won the Universal title on Raw in that Fatal 4-Way match, which, by the way, I did a reaction video to that when it happened last year. So I'll have it also posted down below in the description. You have to watch for yourself as well. As you all know, I am a big Kevin Owens fan. Like, the guy did a fucking intro for my channel. Like, come on, seriously, you know? Doesn't get any bigger than that. Out of nowhere, Shane comes out and he confronts Kevin Owens. Says that Corbin last week was very, very biased towards Kevin Owens with the low blow and the fast counts. And at the end of the day, Owens lost. And he tells Aiden English to get back into the ring because there will be a match. It was Aiden English and Sami Zayn, which the match was a short match because apparently somewhere in this match, Kevin Owens goes from commentary to putting on the referee jersey that the referee had on originally. He throws him out and Kevin Owens becomes the referee. And then he hits Sami Zayn with a pop-up powerbomb and literally does a fast count, so Aiden English gets the win, right? But again, you know, Shane is furious about what happened. Apparently, the match never happened per Shane, like it didn't count, and he's leaving the arena. You know, SmackDown Live is bad, right? When the commissioner is leaving the arena early. That's how you know shit's like really, really bad right now, okay? We had Dolph Ziggler backstage again ranting and taking jabs at the current roster, and that he'll be flashy next week. We had the New Day versus the Usos, where the winner of this match were able to pick the stipulation for the rematch for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Okay, you mean to tell me we're gonna give a tag team match where we're eventually gonna see it again somewhere down the line? I just hate the logic there. It doesn't make sense to me, I'm sorry. You know, we're gonna give away a tag team match between two guys that will eventually go at it again for a bigger prize. You mean to tell me they couldn't have, I don't know, Kofi Kingston versus one of the Usos, where whoever won that match, they get to pick the stipulation? Or the Usos could pick a representative and the New Day pick a representative? I'm just saying, logic here is stupid. We then had Carmella and James Ellsworth arguing backstage about apparently Ellsworth revealing the secret plan to Natalya about last week, and apparently Ellsworth was like really, like, he felt bad about what happened, and he sent Carmella some flowers that apparently he stole from a funeral. God damn it, the writing here is so fucking stupid, I'm sorry. And then Natty shows up and says that if she ever tries, Carmella that is, if she ever tries to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase on her, that she will make Carmella the Baron Corbin of the women's division. God damn, the savagery here is so fucking real. And then she announces that next week it'll be Natalya versus Carmella. And then Naomi shows up and she tells Natalya that she'll have 2 difficult weeks ahead of her, because not only next week will we see Natalya versus Carmella, but the week after that, it will be the rematch from SummerSlam, Natalya versus Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And then we get Tamina versus a random jobber. Lana was leading the charge on the microphone. The match was very sloppy. For what it was literally like 30 seconds where Tamina won with a super kick. The start is slow, but hopefully this shit improves. I really hope it does fucking improve. And then we had Breezango backstage where we got the return of the Mystery File Season 2. And it starts off with boxes being labeled for each of the Fashion File seasons from Season 1. And Bree shows up and gives him a fucking friendship bracelet to make their friendship stronger, right? And they're going through boxes and they take out a black light and they decide to play with it. And then there's arrows that show on one of the boxes. It's invisible, right? The ink's invisible. And then it points to another arrow and to another arrow. And then the arrow goes in a fucking circle where Breeze gets caught in the fucking cycle. Then Fandango turns the box around and there's a paper that says to be or not to be. And they're doing like word association and they grab Shakespeare and then a bunch of things and finally land on the word artist. And then literally Fandango bursts out Nakamura while Breeze yells out Bob Ross. Literally had me fucking dying. This is probably the most funniest thing on the show in my honest opinion. And they put everything together and they revealed that Aiden English was their next suspect. So literally next week, I'm assuming we'll see something involving Aiden English. I find this entertaining, as silly as it may sound. And then we had the main event of the evening, Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton versus Rusev and Jinder Mahal. It was a solid tag match. Traditional heel work here where they literally had Shinsuke on the corner there trying to make the tag, but he couldn't because Orton was getting attacked by Rusev and Jinder Mahal, until eventually Shinsuke Nakamura got the pin on Rusev, because of course we're not gonna fucking pin the WWE champion here, even though last couple weeks Randy Orton pinned Jinder Mahal, and weeks after week it seemed like, yeah, the champion don't fucking matter here. You had Shinsuke and Orton celebrating in the ring, what have you, and then Orton hits the RKO out of nowhere to remind everyone that next week it'll be Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura, where the winner will face Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. A meh show with some entertaining things, but that's just my honest opinion. Again, give me your thoughts down below in the comment. Write your thoughts on SmackDown Live. Did you enjoy it or not? Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Make sure to watch all my other videos, like episode 1 of the Mae Young Classic that I did early in the day, and yesterday's Raw review, as you all know, where John Cena roasted the fuck out of Roman Reigns. I have an NXT review coming up tomorrow. Also, my review episode 2 of the Mae Young Classic. Thursday, I have my Impact review and episode 3 of the Mae Young Classic as well. I will have literally all 4 episodes of the Mae Young Classic up by this week, so make sure you sub to this channel. Your notifications are on for this channel as well. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, on this channel, it's wrestling.